Hi everyone! Welcome to night 22 of Snuggle and a Story. We have Avery, Brody, and Minnie here tonight. And our story tonight is called Love You Forever. This is definitely a mama favorite book. A lot of mamas out there will understand. Brody. We might have to take Brody out of here. Okay, Love You Forever by Robert Munch. Okay, Love You Forever. Avery, come on in here and say hi. Okay. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be."
Good job.
The baby grew until he grew, and then he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. He ran all around the house, kind of like these guys. Brody. Brody. This is a crazy house. Sorry, everybody. Can you grab Brody? Brody. Oh boy. Okay, we're back. Sorry, everybody. He grew and he grew and grew until he was 2 years old. He ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves, kind of like Brody. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." Sometimes I say that. But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth. Back and forth she rocked. As she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The little boy grew. He grew and grew and grew until he was 9 years old, and he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath, and when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The boy grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends and he wore strange clothes and he listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in the zoo. Does that look pretty crazy, Avery?
Yeah.
But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth and sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Avery, come here, please. That teenager grew. I got Minnie now. Avery left me. That teenager grew and he grew and he grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and he got his own house across town. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Baby, you'll be.
Well, that mother, she got older and older. And one day she called up her son and said, you better come see me because I'm old and very, very old and sick. Hi, Broads. When the son came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. But she couldn't finish it because she was too old and sick. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And he sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mother you'll be. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs.
Ow.
Then he went to the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. While he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. That's it. So, I know all the mamas out there feel the same way about this book. We'll love you forever, no matter what age you are. So, that's it for us tonight. Brody is about to go to bed. He's making a lot of noise. Avery, say goodnight.
Good night.
Brody, can you say goodnight? Say night-night. Night-night. Aw, night-night. Good night. Say goodnight, Omar. Good night, everyone.